over this because I've been oppressed for so long that I've been in this structure that I can't get over.
The worst part is there's nothing you do to not oppress you. That's
And
the worst part of it.
it's never, no one's gonna be able to go over
Yeah,
this.
and you're my best friend and I'm oppressing you all the time. I can't help it.
See, it would be worse if I was a female.
It'd be worse.
Because I'll be black.
And female.
And female.
You make
And if I had a
20% less than I
disability,
would.
oh my
25% on the dollar.
god, if I was a Jew too, this would be so fucked up.
Well, no, at least I'd support your state.
That's very true,
not
but
really
you'll ship me back to Israel.
No one should. No, I wouldn't.
And I'm an immigrant.
I let you get my
God,
taxes for a while, then I'd kick
white
you out after
people.
you lose your job. You don't have a visa.
White people, man.
That works whereby whites get more advantage over colored people.
I'm assuming the white privilege would be since we're white and we're
I think it's like different colors and how white people have better privileges than like people with different backgrounds and stuff.
I know that it's kind of an invisible privilege, and oftentimes those of us who are white don't feel it, although I think if we actually stop and examine the things that we have that we take for granted, compared to a person of color, we would become much more aware of it, that we have a lot of opportunity, a lot of privilege that we don't actually see.
I think everybody is affected by it. I think there's privileges on different levels across the board, definitely, and it is how you use it, and it's acknowledging it and understanding that you have a privilege so that you can address that on a daily situation. Understanding where you're coming from so you know what other people are also doing.
Probably, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Anything specific that you can think of, or is it just kind of
Like maybe
always?
if I'm going to a store, like the shopping, probably like they don't approach me or something, or maybe they approach me too fast or sometimes, you know, so it's kind of like both ways.
Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, yeah, they get more probably in a job application or something. Probably, maybe, it depends. Maybe a white person might get it rather than a person of color.
I've been here since August 2009, and I never faced such an incident.
Here I don't, but in high school I lived in such a white majority population that there were only 3 black kids, and you could tell that there was definitely some discrimination there, and the white kids had more privilege.
I've never had an issue with being male or white and having different privileges because of it, so
I could never really tell a difference until I moved to Minnesota and it was shoved in my face. I'm from Orlando, and it was basically just something growing up. You had people who were around you who had to have different pigments of skin. You didn't notice it. I came up here, it was all white, and I was forced to take a race class. And it's like, oh, there's people that actually think shit like this? Okay, well, whatever. Move over here.
Not really at all. Usually whenever it comes to things like this, it always seems normal to me. I get to do like a job that any other person gets to do. It seems my skin color never seems to be a problem to anybody. And, you know, usually I don't have a problem with the opposite gender being, you know, below or above me at all. Or it's usually we're all on the same level.
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. It's because it's so invisible. I think it takes a lot for people who are white to really understand that they have it, and that it is something that they take for granted. A lot of times they may feel as oppressed as somebody else, but without realizing how much, just because of their skin color, they already have a leg up compared to somebody who might be a person of color.
No, I don't think it will ever go away. Since it's, well, maybe.
No, it's not. It's going to be minimized, but it's not going to go away totally.
Unless if the whole world becomes one mix, one race.
Right. So like thousands of years from now,
Yes.
when we're all intermixed. And
Right. Well, other than that, I don't think it's going to go anywhere, really. Because no matter what, one is going to feel superior than the other. It's always going to be the white race.
You know what? That's really interesting because if you look at other cultures, privileges lie on different levels. And really, I think there's a power dynamic that comes with privilege in each and every different culture and different country. And it kind of just depends on what has been built in the culture of that country at the time. And it does change, and it has switched over time as to what the dominant culture is that gets all of a sudden that power privilege and how that plays in. But I think there will be a switch in the United States. I don't know when. I already know that white people are becoming the minority if you look at the actual cultural demographics. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting and will it happen, but we'll see how soon that happens or how soon people start to accept that there is a power privilege structure at play here.
Honestly, I think there's always going to be one group that's going to try to be on top of everyone else. I don't know if it will change groups, but I think there's always going to be different groups under a main group.
Do you have a visa?
White people, man. I'm tired of this.
That's what we do. That's what we're good at.
Martin Luther fought for my rights, and I'm still getting oppressed.
Yep.
Obama, it doesn't matter if he's black. I'm still getting oppressed. Nothing's gonna change.
He's half white.
Very true, valid point.
You got
So
my,
he's oppressed by
he's
his
He's
mother.
oppressing you. He's oppressing himself, actually. He doesn't even know it. That's the worst
valid
part.
point. Yeah. Well, we pretty much answered
right,
your
everyone?
question. Do you need anything else?
that was perfect.
Do you need anything else? Okay.